Welcome, Cirrus Pantera, host, Inner Fetish, NZ Reviews, and other things. These are light and engaging. That's what I'm going with so far. Usually, when a company that makes like DAPs comes out with an IEM, because this is a Shanling product. In fact, I did a Shanling IEM that I did not like at all. This one, however, the SONO, they're not so no, they're actually so yes. Dual coaxial dynamic driver, custom balanced armature, $80. Okay, we're at $80. At least that's what it is as of the taping of this. Check the link if you want to see the current price. They're one of the most comfortable IEMs. Like, look at this thing. Oh, it did a thing. All right, we got to talk about a thing that's gonna, it's in my ear hole. It's in my ear hole. Okay, so I lost my tip. Granted, these are the X-Lastic Sednafits, which are really sticky, and this has a very small, it's got a very ribbed nozzle here that goes over, and I didn't want to push it in too far, but it looks like I'm gonna have to go even further beyond. Look at the size of it. That's good. That's just like the MG600 as far as size goes. All metal, really nice quality feel. The wire, if I pull it out, is a 2-pin with a custom flange that perfectly matches the IEM, so it isn't just a generic one. So you could change the wire if you felt like it. I'm tempted to put on my Chimera cable. Oh, sorry, ladies, I got deals from you. Because a 2-pin will fit, and I want to run these balanced a little bit, but it's such a nice cable to begin with. Back to the sizing and the custom fit. So let's put this back in my ear. I'm going to push the other one in. It should be, yeah, it fits just fine still. Hold on. Please, God. Okay. Yeah, this one actually got pushed on a little more. So I'm doing this review in two parts because there's a different nozzle set that I haven't listened to yet. This nozzle set and that nozzle set, the only visual differences I can tell is that this one has a hole poked in the side of it and this one does not. That being said, I still absolutely love these on the default nozzle set, which we will... That's from FOCL. Fulikuli. Apparently, original soundtrack, Addict, remastered, pink. No. There's a lot of competition in the $80 range. Fuck ton, you could even say. There's even the snow edition of the, those. And to fit in or to stand out, fitting in is like just be a good IEM at $80. It's like a magic number. They don't want it to make it 100. They don't want to make it 50. They want it to be 80. 80 is a great price because if you're just starting out, $80 for a little fucking thing that goes in your ear is a lot of money. $80 feels heavy. That's 4 $20 bills. That's lunch like 5 or 6 times if you're a cheap ass. So this is like, it had got to do its thing. It absolutely does its thing. Are these my favorite $80 IEM? I actually don't remember every $80 IEM. I know there's like 4 or 5. And I know there's another one coming out in the future that's also $80, which is like, I think they might have asked me if I wanted to collab that one. I'm like, this competition is so thick. And now this is another one to add to the pile. It is a smooth, creamy, deep bass, resonant. The resonant cascade is beautiful. Soundstagey. I'm going to put Soundstagey on the list because I just put on Frankie Goes to Hollywood, Ferry Cross the Mersey. And it goes... Well, actually, it goes... Real, like, big, like the sound lands and it spreads out. It's got a very good focus also on the vocals. It's not like lost vocals. They're not just like, oh, it does it. Dead center vocals. I'll put this on the medium gain, actually. Not high. Be gentle. Okay. Let's put them back on the Rebel amp, which is a Class A. Actually, this is an interesting song for testing purposes because there's a drum set just in the left channel. You know what? I said this about the last review. I kept the mouse pad because I'm tired of changing it every review. And I have a waifu here. I don't want to put a waifu here. There's too many waifus, right? Even I know there's a time when there's too many waifus. I'm touching the wrong knob. I'm fine. Let's get something more. What's more? All right, this is not more. This is a meditation track. That's one of those bells they dong, and now there's water. Ooh. I know I'm probably hearing that through this as well, because it's not like completely sealed. Keep in mind something. This is the first set of tips I've tried in them as well. Usually I go through the gamut of like, well, here, that's what we'll do. We'll do the first tip swap here live. I did notice that this is unscrewing a little bit easier than I'd like. There is a little washer, at least according to those. Let's go straight for the jugular and put on my render tips, which I'm going to push on extra deep because I don't want them falling off. Since this is such a small little catch, let me stay there. So you're gonna get a first impression of render tips, but they're so comfy. Like usually, if an IEM's falling out of my head, I will do Sednafits or render tips. Wow, that is real sealed. I keep forgetting how sealed, like, and blocks out. Now I wouldn't be able to hear the speakers at all if they're playing. Barely. Grand Budapest Hotel. But they work on this too. Hold on, I gotta. The bass is a little bit more impactful, just a little bit more impactful, but these might be my pick for $80 IEM. Shanling, you fucking did it. I'm so proud of you, baby. Because Shanling makes great daps, and I am sucked. Oh my god. Put these back in. If these were in that wooden framed MG600, I would have given them 100% of a fucking endorsement if they sounded like this. And they would have been like 5 times the price, 7 times the price. I don't remember. So yeah, the fact that it works with a silicone tip and a silicone wrapped foam tip, which should change the sound entirely, is remarkable. And I like them on both. And it didn't change it like in a significant way that like, oh, I like this one over that one. Pick your fucking poison, bruh. Bruh. Dude, this is, I'm putting them back in my ear. Put them back in my fucking ear. In fact, we're going to change over now. Let's go to the, Wall-11. I mean, I'm listening to some Alan Silvestri, Marvin Bebop from Back to the Future. So some real audiophile shit right now. But David Bowie and 9 Inch Nails. I'm afraid of the world. I'm afraid I can't help it. Wow, the placement of sound is like my nanas. Like, that's a thing. Placement of sound. Was that my cat whooping? There's apparently a murderer loose in Pennsylvania, so I'm a little bit like, please, no kill eye. No kill eye. We'll keep my security camera open so I could see if there's any murderers coming to visit. Yeah, these IEMs so far. You know what? I gotta stop. I'm in love. Let's change nozzles. So, sorry, I didn't know that part was gonna come on. That part of the aerial rebuild from Witch of Mercury that just came in. It did this. Hold on, it did this. I want to give you the exact experience I had. I turned the recorder on, and it was like these. Okay, so the other tips, the other nozzles, I should say, are the bass boost nozzles, which I had to look up because nothing says anything anywhere. There was no. These don't even come with. They come with these two tips. The end. Box, bag, really thick case, and IEMs. I also swapped to the balance cable, the Chimera balance cable from Let's Sure, because I can. And then I went from the Sednafit to, I just went straight back to the render tips. Because if you're going to give me a bass boost on an IEM that I didn't think needed a bass boost, let's add more power via balance cable and fuck it, put the render tips on it. Because now, wait. Now these are just fucking silly. They contain two dynamics, I said that already. One is a 9.2 millimeter bass driver, so practically a 10 millimeter biodynamic bass driver. Then a 6.8 millimeter mid-range dynamic, and then the balanced armature for the highs. This is something else, man. We've gone from, by making a couple subtle changes, the tips, the cable, which is not required. Let me look at the real cable, the authentic official cable. It's only a 3.5 millimeter. I put this adapter on it. It didn't come with one. It's nice. It's small. It's light. It's got the silver. It's got the twist. It's got the individual. There's two wires inside a tube. It's really nice. I love the way it's custom fit to fit the IEMs. A little bit of a kink on it. It's a great wire. These are worth buying all the modifications for it. These are that cheap car that you can just keep piling money into, and it just keeps getting better. These are not, Rinko is an IEM that is my collaboration. I make more money if I sell you Rinko than I sell you these. Buy these. Or Rinko, either one, but I'm saying with the bass tips and the render tips, which are specifically from Rinko, they are fucking competing. My word. They give you that holographic sound of space, that sense of space. Like there's a guitar and it's reverberating. Monogatari or Otori Monogatari soundtrack. And it's so smooth. When they say smooth travel from the balanced armature, is there another IEM that's 2 DDs and 1 BA in this configure in an actual true three-way? Hold on. High Z on a Singzer SA1 class. Again, Class A, FIO. And then this, which is also warm. So I got a lineup here of pretty warm amplifiers. But I know for a fact that these IEMs are doing all the work. This sounds phenomenal. The detail retrieval. I don't know what to put on. I'm at the moment, I'm like, is there something new? Am I going to discover something new? They worked with the Prodigy and Opera. And they're legitimately one of the most comfortable. Look at the size. They're so small. How'd you fit 2 DDs in here? Shanling, fucking magic? Anyway, there's the render cable. Well, I'm sorry, there's the render tips. There's the Chimera cable. 100% recommendation. If these were priced higher, $250, 100% recommendation. Like, here's the thing. Who decides what the price is? This is a real question. For like, step away from this set for a second. Shanling makes IEM. You and I, we don't know what went into it, the parts, like the actual parts and labor. They just have it. They're done. They've listened to it. How do they pick the price? Because I'm sure there's some $900 IEMs that cost exactly as much to build as these cost to build. They just put them in a relatively shitty box with a stuck-on high-res audio print, and they decided, $80. These shouldn't be $80. These should not be $80. If they put a cable that was, you would think Shanling would have the cable with the 4.4 because all their players have 4.4, but they didn't. I'm truly wowed by these. Wowed. Like they're more impressive than some of my collaborations. Like, that's insane. And especially coming off the MG600s, which was like a $490 set or a $600 fucking set that I literally couldn't listen to. I pulled it off. I just did the FIO flagship on the same mouse pad. And I'm like, FIO, you finally pulled it off for $750. It took you that much. Shanling comes out of fucking nowhere with a sub $100 IEM that makes me, like, question reality. Time to go through my list of $80 IEMs and start selling a few of them in the yard sale. Anyway, get that wallpaper. Patreon, subscribe, start support this channel. Send me to shows and fuck, man, keep me honest. I'm literally at a loss of words. Shanling should not be doing this good with something called the SONO. Let's make it official. So, yes. These are so yes.